Okay. Before I start the video, I want to explain a few things, as I am going to be doing this continuously. There's not some video or audio clips that I'm going to be adding in onto this. It's going to be a complete, continuous review of this demo game that I played. Hopefully it'll help you guys out. If not, then if you guys have any questions, then feel free to ask me on either the Reddit post that I'm making this for or on the YouTube video itself. I'll try to be active on the threads as much as I can, but sometimes I might forget, so give me a little bit of time to go over it. To start out, just so you guys know, this is a demo of a game that I played. This is not a game that's going on right now. So this is a previous game, and it is a little bit farther, so it might take me a few seconds to think about the play that I was making in order to explain it to you guys, because this is not in the moment. I can't explain as I'm doing things. I have to kind of remember why I did that and things like that. Also, I'm sorry if you guys don't think this is a high level play game. Personally, I don't think it's that high level, but it is during when I was Supreme, and I think that the rank system has been really messed up, and it's nowhere near the level that it should be right now. This is actually back when I came back to start playing matchmaking. I just decided I might as well hit global, because of I've been playing just like ECA and CVO and stuff like that a lot before I started going to matchmaking, so I decided I'd go in matchmaking, and it's nowhere near the level it used to be and it is now, because of the back wave and stuff. Anyways, we'll get into the video. This will be a long video, just so you know, because it is, I think, a 16-14 match in the end. So I start out by buying armor. This could depend on if you're playing with pre-mades usually, basically. If you play with pre-mades, you can usually get some nades and play a lot more strategically. But I like to start out with armor. I should probably get on myself. Crosshair placement is a very big thing also when playing, if you guys have not mastered that by now. One thing I want to talk about real quick, because I want to explain this for every level of player there is, because I don't know where you guys are coming from, and I don't know what your experience is with this game. So my tip with the Glock for pistol rounds is the Glock is a very good moving and shooting gun. So you can shoot and move, but as soon as you start shooting, like tapping as fast as you can, that's when it starts to get inaccurate. If you take taps, but it's kind of spaced out, and the shots are maybe like every 2 seconds, like boom, boom, boom. That way that you have it's just the way the recoil works. You can test it out in bot training and stuff like that, but for the Glock, if you're new, it is really good for moving and shooting and taking those slow hits. And I talked a couple seconds ago about crosshair placement. If you don't know what that is, I suggest you go on YouTube and look up a video about it. It'll explain it really quick, and it'll help you out amazingly. Like, it's the most helpful thing I've ever learned. Probably a really bad position by me, on my part. What I should have done in that play right there is I should have jumped over and got the guy mid. I'm not really sure what I was thinking. I don't know. Like, Maybe it wasn't called to me. Maybe I couldn't hear it because I do play with music. Tends to chill me out a lot more. So sometimes I don't hear it. I do not suggest playing with music, by the way. If I'm in serious games, I do pause my music. So coming in the second round, I decided to buy a P250 and Kevlar. This balanced out my money, as you can see, with the rest of the team for the most part. And on top of that, a suggestion I made to someone before that was newer, before we go into this entry, a suggestion I made to someone before that was newer to the game, for second round buys, you have a few options. You have one, the full save, and then you have two, which is a armor pistol buy, and then you have three, which a lot of people don't really think about. But threes, basically, you just buy a P250, or if you have that kind of money, maybe a Tech 9 like this guy did. But if you just buy a P250, you have to think about how the P250 plays. P250 can one-shot headshot somebody in close range situations. This could completely change a play that you make on a site, and on top of that, it is a two-shot dig, as all pistols pretty much are. But the one-shot and the close range proximity is very important to know, especially when you're playing CT side, because you're playing a defensive role, so people have to push you. So if you play in a close range area, like for example, this guy, he's kind of late, but if you go over to the right here, there's like a wall, and he can hide in that corner with a P250, and people would push. He can at least get one person, and that's what's important when you're just buying, because you gotta think about it, you're spending 300, so if you die, or if you kill somebody, you get 300 back, so you made your money back, but you're also making that other person lose at least more than 1,000, because they'll have head armor, or at least they should. And then on top of that, whatever gun they buy, which is usually over another 1,000. So that's very important. So our third round, we got bombed down in the first round, so that means we could buy. That's why we didn't force pistols in the second round there. So now we can get a full buy up for the most part. This is something as a CT you should take into consideration, because when people get a bomb down, because there's this guy playing with a Nova still, and that's just not good. Because this guy, okay, he's already dead. But the guy playing with a Nova, huge disadvantage against the whole team of AKs. It's basically giving you a 4v5 match from the beginning. So definitely keep that in mind if you're playing on the CT side. If the team does get a bomb down and you know they didn't force buy on the second round. I'm not really sure what's going on. Okay. Demos are pretty glitchy. So my idea there was, I was thinking they were stacking at least 3 mid, and they would pull some people off of A, and I could come behind them. However, I was wrong, and that guy was sitting up there on top of those boxes, playing over the top of the smoke, which is also a very good spot, by the way, if you guys don't know about it already. See if I can speed this up for you guys. So now, we're down 3 rounds. It's not looking good for us. We gotta start thinking a little bit more. I buy a deagle. Not a good idea. It balances me out, and it opens up a lot of opportunities. But, I mean, deagles are very good. However, at this point in time, when I was playing, I was not good with a deagle at all. I really sucked with a deagle.
flashbang.
We're just waiting for that smoke to dissipate. Then they end up throwing another one. From where I noticed those those shots were taken from, I started spamming in that direction. Now I'm alone. Hit him once. Now they know where I am. Let me play without X-ray on. That'll probably help out a lot more. Alright, so we can buy again. You know, it's important to not get down when you lose a few rounds like this. Especially when you're playing matchmaking, because anything can happen on matchmaking. It doesn't matter what side you're on.
Laying down smoke. Grenade out. Throwing a grenade.
I'm trying to figure out who's going to get boosted here.
Deploying flashbang.
Not really sure where those shots came from. I'm going to guess I saw a little bit of him at white box. Peeked out. Got him. I'm expecting a boost into vent, because that's just something I would do. It's basically how all of my game sense really works. It's just anything that I would do. And I'm a very aggressive player, so I get the call that he's over by quad. I fail. I should have waited and had someone to trade with me. If I was in a better position, especially because I had another person on my team that was still alive. Chat was funny.
Throwing smoke. Smoke. Laying down smoke. Grenade out. Fire in the hole.
I'm staying back over by B right now, trying to get an opening pick for us. I know my team's in mid, and I'm expecting either a push from B main here, or if things take a while, I'm going to expect that they're rotating through spawn to go to A. With that smoke, I know that at least one guy is there. I take a few shots to make them maybe think that I'm still there, trying to wait for that smoke to dissipate, and then get in. So, in the meantime, we start rotating over to A while they're waiting for us at B. Those few shots are just a little bit of something that was crucially made. So we're taking a little bit long. We should start running in right now. That's what we start to do. Now with that flash at A, they know. I get wrecked. That guy gets wrecked. Man, I'm hoping I'm picking the right demo at this point. We are getting wrecked. In these kind of situations, it's really hard as the terrorist to figure out how you're gonna win these, because if you've seen when we go to B, they completely smoke us out and we can't get in. When we go to A, they just out aim us, and if we go down mid, it's just not working out. Like, we haven't got down mid.
Throwing flashbang. Throwing a flashbang. Laying down smoke. Laying down smoke.
I'm gonna try to open something up here. I threw a bad smoke. Got the guy at quad. Let's Just trying to see if someone pushed from highway. Now we have A site. I know one's at truck.
Deploying flashbang.
Try to readjust back to where I saw that headshot at. I see that it hit him a little bit, so I probably called out that he's pretty lit. At this point in time, no one's really pushed anything yet. So with this kind of time being delayed, we've spotted this guy high wave now, but with that kind of time being delayed, you want to call to your teammates that it's possible that someone could be flanking you, because it's just a possibility. Someone could come from B, go push B main, and come all the way behind you guys, and then make a flank. So definitely when you're in matchmaking or in pugs, you want to make sure that you make that aware to your teammate, that things haven't been popping up. So you want to check behind you, because that's the longest rotation for someone to come from.
Throwing smoke.
Trying to get an opening pick. I like to play this spot right here a lot. Usually people don't smoke it off, they'll try to challenge you there. But this team is, I guess, a little bit more defensive. Just staying here, making sure no one pushes anything. We get a pick into A, so we start heading into A. I'm going to come up mid, because I'm late.
Activating the bomb. Bomb has been planted. Flashbang.
One there and there. And the last guy should be truck.
Terrorists win.
And we got it. Those kind of things just need to go in through your head. We picked one off an A. Our team got A. A was clear. Mid was clear because I went through mid. And I was playing B main, so I know they didn't push into our spawn or anything. So at that point in time, by process of elimination, we know the last three guys were on B. And the only rotation they could have taken was through CT.
Grenade out. Throwing flashbang.
Throw the flashbang. Flashbang.
Just spamming common spots.
Throw the flashbang. I'm throwing a grenade.
Now what I did there right now is something I want to explain. I killed a guy over there on the right. And to be honest, on my half, it was pretty sloppy. I don't know what's going on with my crosshair placement right now. But on the right, that guy was pretty simple. It was an easy kill. And then I had to turn on the guy on the left. And I took a few shots, and then I stopped. And I made a little pause. Because at that range, I'm not confident in my spraying. And if you don't know how to spray, and you really cannot do that counter pull down, I'm a pretty good example of that, actually. I don't spray a lot. Only very close range, or I'll spray only through smoke. But the way I play, I will only burst, and I will only one tap, and very rarely do I spray, because I do not have the master to pull down and left and right and all that. I just can't do it. It doesn't work for me. I can't remember it. I don't take the time to really learn it, to be honest. I focus more on that first shot, because at this level, when you get into the higher level, that first shot that you have that's 100% accuracy is going to be the most important shot you have. And then trying to transfer that onto someone else is something you just have to reset. You have to take that few seconds and then reset it. Or you can transfer a spray if you're good at it, or if you're in close range, because in close range there's only a few places that the shot could go.
Grenade. I'm planted.
Know that guy died. He probably called out he was in Z. I'm just kind of waiting because I'm low health. Ends up getting killed by someone else. I dropped the op. I used to be main opper, but yeah, I kind of just gave up on opping ever since that patch. Like I said before, I'm an aggressive player, so when they made it where ops can't move fast anymore, I cannot be aggressive anymore. It just killed my play. So about here, I'm pretty sure they call that they're all mid.
I'm throwing a flashbang.
Now, what the smart thing to do would be just to take B. And that's pretty much what we do for the most part.
Grenade out.
Now we know it's clear. Bomb comes in.
Activating the bomb.
We're just kind of waiting on that last guy to pop up. Should be an easy round. We know he's in Vince now. I don't know why I'm not turning. Yeah, there you go. Pretty slow reaction.
I'm throwing a flashbang.
Must speed this up since he's just saving.
Terrorists win.
Wait till I get in the round here.
Now we fight.
Also, another thing, if you have the money, it's a pretty good idea to buy flashes and smokes and nades, because you never know when you need them. We got the first entry into B, meaning if we think about it, there should only be one inside B, and then the one guy that could be playing mid at Vince. And I checked Vince there. However, I had pretty slow reaction, I guess. And as soon as I was just shooting it to break it, I'm pretty sure, and then it ended up being a guy there. But you should, while playing cash at least, you should realize how. This is actually for any map, really. You should know how the teams are set up. Like, for example, on Dust 2. Someone could be playing 2 long, 1 mid, and 2 in B. And you have to realize that because they have 2 long, 2 B, and 1 mid, there's no one playing on A site. So if you have your team ready to go on cat, and then you throw an Xbox smoke, which smokes and stuff like that's just something you have to learn on your own. Like, there's videos all over the place about smokes on maps. And if you're doing matchmaking, someone made a smart suggestion one time, and they said only queue for maps you know with smokes. Like, or if you don't want to learn a lot of smokes, like stick to one map, like Mirage maybe, and then learn all the smokes for Mirage, and then you can play it. That's just another matchmaking tip to get to global that everybody has.
Fire in the hole.
We got traded.
I'm throwing a grenade.
It was a good flash on their part. I wasn't ready to turn.
Flashbang. I'm throwing a grenade.
Counter-terrorists win.
So now we know
Affirmative.
from that last round that pushing into A main with a flash, like flashing in to A main, is one of their strategies. So that's something we're gonna have to look out for next time if we push A main. And to counter that, all you want to do is run in backwards maybe to A main for a few seconds, and then that would counter their flash, and then you can turn around and have a one-on-one aim duel after that.
Throwing a grenade.
So that guy played mid last time in Vince, so I'm kind of expecting one to be there.
Grenade out.
I end up smoking it off because we need more manpower pushing this, so I want to smoke him off.
Deploying flashbang. Smoke.
Got the guy in sight. I heard this guy. That wood sound just basically means that they are in heaven. Heard that guy come out of Vince. I'm gonna want to come back here just because I want to play safe. Want to make sure that I'm not caught off by this B main. I see there's 2 there. I should be playing safe right now, but I don't. Basically, I lost the round for us there because I didn't play safe.
I'm defusing the bomb.
Something I make for because my aggressive nature again.
Throwing smoke.
Pretty much my same default, you know. Everybody kind of has their own default. I pretty much always come over here because I consider myself a pretty good aimer. So when I can usually pick off the person that crosses there to get into checkers. I see that guy in the corner there. I don't know what he was doing, trying to hide. They start pushing in. They call out Fork. Easy kill on Fork. I shouldn't have turned away, but got his sight, so all good.
Yes. We'll make the progressive day. I'm throwing a flashback.
Flashbang.
Flashback. Grenade.
Just holding quad while they push in.
Fire in the hole.
Now we know he's on site. I'm pretty sure.
Throwing bomb.
This is pure aim.
Grenade out. I'm throwing a flashback.
I like holding angles like that at truck because only the head shows, and I can usually one tap for a headshot easy.
Terrorists win.
So now we're on the CT side, the better side, or at least it used to be. And then people started thinking it's a T-sided map, and I guess it's really depends on your team's executable, but it's should be a CT-sided map.
Fire in the hole.
Just playing safe here. I hear they have taken mid. What about now? Just trying to one tap away. End up getting pushed from behind. Could have gone better. Could have gone better. There's a lot of rounds on this game. Could have gone better. We ended up armor and pistoling with 5.7. Mainly because it's just really strong. Like, there's nothing, like, there's no reason not to really armor buy,
Laying down smoke.
to be honest. On CT side, I find it useful every time. Like, I've never really found it bad at all. I push through Squeaky, as it's something that people usually leave open when they're split up. I hear the call that they're pushing B. I wanted to check A main just in case. Actually, no, I came through A main because the guys were at highway, and I wasn't sure if they were going to push up highway. I wasn't sure where bomb was yet. At this point in time, we should save, but I know we're not going to because it's matchmaking. But we should save because it's 2v4 and we have pistols and armor. That was something I was just not expecting. I mean, the guy standing on top of that thing, I don't even know. So, I'm gonna rush in. Armor bite again. I didn't full armor though. I didn't get head armor. I got just an AK. Now, I ended up buying. But we're going against AKs, so I remember that you don't really need head armor because it's gonna one tap you in the head anyways. So I got Kevlar because I've been force buying so much. But I still got my gun. So it wasn't all bad.
Decoy. Smoke.
Just cross-firing mid with that guy.
Deploying flashbang.
Pretty sure it was called out that that guy was on the left side, so I was trying to peek him. Now they have B site. I'm not really sure if we win this or not. Yeah, it's possible. No.
Terrorists win.
Let's get this done. Decoy.
Throwing the flashbang. Throwing the flashbang.
So another buy. Just mathematically, I know that I can be in the next buy, even though I'm buying Kevlar. I like to buy Kevlar with my pistols, just because that way you don't get the I don't know what it's called now. The bump, basically. Just like the kick. I don't know what to call it really. I've forgot what it's called. So now I can buy. It's a full buy too.
Throwing grenade.
Head armor and defuse kit and everything. This is a hell of a game because we're gonna actually have to come back.
Grenade. Throwing the flashbang. Fog. Counter.
Spencer has an amazing hold on A. Saves the team. I need a drop. Someone drops me.
That's easy. We kill them.
Down smoke. Decoys out.
I was turning away for a flash because that's what they did last time they flashed it.
Throwing the flashbang.
Laying down smoke.
I'm not peeking everything. If you guys take anything from this video, because I personally, I thought I could give you guys more information by watching this and reviewing it, but it's not coming out as much as I expected. So some of these things that are going on in this game, you might have to take for yourself. So for example, when I was just in mid on top of white box, and we smoked off mid, I played really to the left, that way I could only peek that little side, like if they pushed out a smoke and then they pushed towards vents, that way I could only peek that, and I wasn't peeking anything else. That way if someone pushed out to the left, I wasn't watching two angles. And it's very important, on top of your crosshair placement, that and crosshair placement are #1 priorities for you. Knowing how to peek can make or break how good someone is. And then on top of that, game sense is your third one, which is just understanding the game, really. But yeah, knowing how to peek and put yourself in those situations where you're only peeking a little bit of an angle, or you're only taking a 1v1 instead of peeking around a whole corner and then taking 5 guys at once, that will make or break how good you are in that game.
I'm throwing a grenade.
I see it, guy. Now notice how over here there was an open gap just a few seconds ago when I moved over here, and that's where I spotted the guy, and I knew he'd come up here. Now up here is where a headshot spot is that I really like, and as I said a little while ago, I like headshot spots like that because it's just showing your head. It's usually easy dinks for me, and it's just like really easy headshots. So what I did was, this is where I spotted him from. I put this wall to my side. That way he couldn't peek me from there or there. I'm not watching for 2 angles. Although one thing I do have to worry about is if someone pushes me here. And if someone pushes me here, I should be able to hear them and be able to react. But it looks like I have a person in Z here, so they could call that up for me also. But that's how you want to play, and that's exactly what you want to do. If you have an angle and you know they're going to come somewhere else, you want to close that off and then make it where you're only going in for that 1v1, and that will be your aim battle, and that's going to be where your aim's going to matter.
Grenade out. Smoke.
That guy just kept peeking me in there, so I had to
Throwing smoke.
re-peek it, and that's where I got my 1v1 because he wasn't going anywhere else.
Throwing flashbang.
Now with 2 players left, and I just spotted one there on the left side, and my teammate just killed another one. Normally, if you have that kind of player presence in A main, you're going to be pushing A. So, with 2 guys left, I could push A main, and there could be two possibilities. Either one guy's there, or one guy's there and one guy's squeaky. Actually, three possibilities. Okay, one guy's there and squeaky, or there's two guys there, and then there's one guy that could be, which is, this would be the third possibility, where he's completely away from his team for whatever reason, because his team was pushing A. Don't really know why he's there. But normally, there would either be two guys in A main or one guy in squeaky and one guy in A main. So what I do is I push, and then that way I have that kind of information, and I can relay that to my team. And plus, I'm just an aggressive player. I like to beat that kind of stuff. I like to catch them off guard. But yeah, instead, I peeked, I won, I got bombed down. Now we have this round secured for sure. You know, they're not going to be getting bombed down this round. I'm going to fast forward this because we're just hunting for this guy.
Counter-terrorists win. We can do it.
I picked up an AK because one-shot headshots are amazing.
Throwing smoke. Laying down smoke. Flashbang.
Now, how I played that, as you saw in the beginning there, I jumped on top of this spool here, and I was trying to play that smoke and play it on the right side, like I was telling you before, where I just played it really safe. However, as soon as I jumped up, I saw two guys there. I tried to take a quick shot at one, and then I had to reposition so that I could take that 1v1. However, I had to be really scared because that guy went to the left and one guy went to the right. So if the guy goes to the left, his only possibility is to come up this wall here and come around and peek me. So take a few seconds, see if you can get that guy. You can't, you have to reposition and get this guy that pushes you really close. Flashes are OP. Very good use of flashes on their part. Not really sure why they're so glitchy.
Smoke! Smoke! Activated the
Grenade
bomb
out.
has been planted.
Deploying flashbang.
Long round.
Defusing.
Bomb has been counter-terrorist.
I'm trying to speed this up for you guys as much as I can. Sorry if you wanted to watch the whole round.
Throwing
I'm
smoke.
throwing the flashbang.
Smoke.
Playing different angle this time. I didn't want to get caught off on top of the box because last time they did see me jump on top of there, so they know I could be playing that position and pre-fire it. I see door has opened. I want to reposition myself where my whole body's not peeking out. I end up getting wrecked, even though it was a 1v1.
Grenade out.
I'm planted. Bomb has been throwing the flashbang.
My team comes out for me anyways.
Counter-terrorist.
Grab your gear and let's go. Laying down smoke.
Throwing the flashbang.
Smoke.
I'm throwing the
Grenade out.
flashbang. Grenade out.
Throwing fire.
Air shots at A.
Grenade.
Just kind of know. Just taking a few pop shots through.
Throwing a grenade. Throwing flashbang. Flashbang.
Pop flashing in. I was kind of expecting him to push it, but either way it worked for him.
Grenade out.
We know he's on the left side. I spray him down, just trying to get him out of the way. Now we can go hunt for this last guy. He ends up pushing him in.
Counter-terrorist.
Doesn't make a cross.
Now is the time. Smoke.
Throwing smoke. Smoke.
I'm throwing a grenade.
Fire in the hole.
I'm throwing the flashbang.
Once again, positioning myself where I can only take the 1v1s. I should have been called that that guy dropped. However,
Smoke.
either I didn't have the call or I didn't think about it in time. One of the two had to happen.
Terrorists win.
Grab your gear and let's go.
Someone dropped me. I end up going to A, which I should have been doing a while ago. I hear this guy start spraying it.
Down smoke.
Throwing smoke.
Deploying flashbang.
Close the door. That way you know. For cash, closing that door is very important. Especially after you get the kill, because you kind of want to take that 1v1 when they open the door. That way you can get that kill, and then you have that man advantage. And, you know, 1v1 aim fights are perfectly fine, and they're good. So, you take that 1v1, you get the kill, hopefully, and then you close the door. You want the door closed, that way if someone comes randomly later, a few seconds later, you guys could be looking to A main, the door could still be open, and then he could walk in right behind you guys and flank you guys. Or he could just peek it when you guys aren't paying attention to it. By closing the door, he has to open it. For one, it makes a sound, so if you are in a bad position for it, you can turn and look at it instantly. And two, it stops someone from coming in right behind you. We have bomb down here, so we're just kind of playing it. No, I don't want to push him. I want to try to play safe. I'm gonna try to smoke it off. I know where bomb is, so I'm just spraying it down from the last eyesight of where I've had it. And you know that's what he wants. He smoked it off so he can get the bomb. All you gotta do is give it a few seconds for him to start running after the smoke, and you know get his gun, and then spray it down. Eventually he has to walk into your spray. If not, then he didn't get the bomb, and then you're safe.
Roger that.
We're playing Ring Around the Rosie with guns.
Grenade out. Smoke.
Throwing the flashbang.
I get a call that there's a lot of presence mid, so I rotate to Z.
Throwing smoke.
Trying to play close. I think bomb gets spotted at B. Spray in the corner, wall bang, just in case someone was there.
Fire in the hole.
One up here. It's just more of an unexpected area for people. Plus, I'm not right next to that guy, so I'm not blocking him or anything. It's just safer for both of us that way.
I'm defusing.
That guy was called from B main, so just kind of probably not a good position, but it was the fastest position I could get into in order to react from him pushing the B main area, because that bomb wasn't planned for him, so he had to push me in order to get an advantage for that. Otherwise, I could have just stuck that bomb and maybe he would have got me, maybe he wouldn't have.
This is what we have been working for. Smoke.
I'm sorry for all the people being so glitchy. I'm not really sure why.
Flashbang.
He's here supporting him really close, you know. He took all the fire.
Throw the flashbang.
I should back down right now.
Throwing a grenade. Grenade out.
We know they're trying to have a heavy presence, so we start rotating around for it. Last guy was called there. I can't spray him down.
Deploying
We end up getting him.
flashbang. Let's go, let's go! Throwing smoke. Fire in the hole.
Decoy. Flashbang.
Just pre-fire.
Throwing flashbang.
Normal spot that someone would peek.
Laying down smoke.
Door opened.
Grenade out.
Trying to pre-fire for from where he peeks. So like, if he keeps running back and forth, I try to pre-fire it because I can't react in that kind of time that he's crossing, and I know that. So I just start pre-firing it.
Flashbang.
Throwing a flashbang.
End up pushing him. That way we can get him out of that area. And then we win the game.
We did it.
I ended up going 39, 6, and 23. I didn't think, from when I rewatched this game, I didn't think I did that good. But hopefully this game helped you guys out a little bit. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I'm sorry it took so long. I'm sorry if it wasn't the kind of quality you're looking for. But if you have any questions on situations that you were having an issue with, feel free to ask me in either the Reddit or the YouTube, like I said in the beginning of the channel. And I'll feel free to respond with whatever decision that I would make, and then try to explain my decision as best as I can to you. And then you can decide if you want to use that kind of counterplay to something that someone does in your game. Thanks. This is Diversity, and I'm out.